Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. Tom Vandervoort with longtime NFL defensive assistant Alvin Reynolds, coached the Baltimore Ravens pretty close to the Super Bowl last year. Painful plays in New England, not quite making it. Let's start on offense and talk to me about Joe Flacco as a quarterback. He's done a lot of great things in a short time in the league.
You know, he really has. Excellent talent. You know, big arm. Now been in the system a while now. I think this is like we were talking about earlier, Matt Ryan. This will be his 5th year now going in with this offense. So it should be nothing but better things for the Ravens this year.
Now Ray Rice as a back, he is one of the better backs in the league. What is he so good at, and what does he do for the Baltimore Ravens?
You know what? He's a big part of their offense. You know, you can give him a check down pass, and he turn him from a short gain to a touchdown. You know, you can flare the ball to him, and of course we know he can run the ball. I mean, very quick, outstanding running back, very explosive, can make the big play.
And Anquan Bolden, I look at this guy. I remember when he came into the league, he's huge. He's massive. Yes. What kind of matchup problems does he present?
That's where he caused a matchup problem, because he is so big. Because not only I think about remember about Bolden is this: it's not the fact that he can outrun you. It's the fact that once he catches the ball, you're gonna have to tackle him, and then yards out the catch for him is really, really big. You know, he's really good at that, and he has excellent hands.
Now, when we think about the Baltimore Ravens, you know, one name usually comes to mind. The first name is Ray Lewis. Obviously got Ed Reed back there. And these guys are ageless wonders on the defense. Can they keep playing at the level, the Hall of Fame level we're accustomed to seeing from them?
They can keep playing. I mean, I tell you.
Ray Lewis has been in the league how many, 16, 17 years here?
Actually, it'll be 16. Ray Lewis in 1996. He and I both came to Baltimore together.
Well, there you go.
My first year was his first year.
Well, talk to me about him when you were with him.
Ray from the start knew that he's going to do something special in the league. You know, that's the way he used to talk. That's the way he carried himself. You know, you could see that he was different. You know, he was going to be the guy that to be able to take control and have something special happen. And what I mean when I say that is, he's the kind of guy like the Pied Piper. He can bring guys along with him. You know, if he's going to study extra, then you're going to want to study extra with him. And that's one thing Ray created, that atmosphere around there. And guess what? It's been the same way ever since. I guess it started off from where he comes from, the Miami experience, the U.
Right.
Because I think they had that same kind of camaraderie with the other players that were there in university. And they just brought it into the NFL. I think that's what Ray did with it.
And still making plays today.
Still making plays, future Hall of Famer, great player.
And talk to me about Ed Reed. I mean, here's one of the great safeties.
Dictates a lot of times. You know those guys we were talking about, those elite-type quarterbacks, the Peyton Mannings, the Bradys, the Breezes. He's one of the few guys that I've seen actually dictate what they do and where they throw the ball, just by his disguises, some of his movements, and they're thinking that, knowing that he's always there. And that he can
so they have to account for him.
And they have to account for him because he can go get the football. His job may be to be on the right side of the field on any one play, but he may end up on the left side by the time they play.
I see. So and on defense, obviously, talk to me about Terrell Suggs and how they compensate there.
You know what? You know, at first look at it, you say, well, it's going to be tough to replace him. First of all, because he's a dominating force on defense, but it doesn't mean they can't function without him. Because one thing you have to look at when you look at their defense, you look at the big guy inside, Haloti Ngata.
Right.
Remember now, he's playing tackle. So most likely he's going to command a double team. So somebody's going to give help.
Right.
You're going to get a guard, the center guard help on him. And then what you get is now is a guy that's taking Suggs' spot. He'll be one-on-one.
So even if he's not Terrell Suggs,
he
can still make some plays.
He can still make plays. You know, those guys are so big up front, they take double teams to stop them, or else there'll be a disruption right in the middle of your offense where you don't want, right down the middle of the quarterback, right to the quarterback.
Still a lot of pieces to work with for the Ravens on defense.
A lot of pieces to work with. When you got Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, that says it all. You're still going to have to be reckoned with.
Okay, so record-wise, the Ravens, as good as they were last year, there is the continuity there. Flacco's a year older. The sky's the limit. I mean, where do you see this team ending up?
You know what? I see them a lot like last year, the record-wise. You know, I think they were 12-4. I see the same thing for them this year, 12-4.
12-4
yes, sir.
In the playoffs. All right, the Baltimore Ravens. For Coach Alvin Reynolds, I'm Tom Vandervoort. Thanks for watching.